This video will show you how to create a Turnitin-enabled Moodle assignment. Pick your topic and choose to create a learning activity. Choose Assignment. Name the assignment, give it a description if you like, then choose to display the description or not. Then give it a due date. Enable the Allow Submissions From date, the cutoff date, and the Remind Me to Grade By date if you wish. Choose to always show the description or not. Next, choose the submission type, file upload or text submissions. Then choose the word limit you want for this assignment, the maximum number of files you want submitted, and the maximum file size allowed. Choose if you want to limit file types. To create an Originality report, Turnitin needs readable text, such as what is in a Word document, text file, PowerPoint, Excel file, etc. It cannot run a report on image files. If, however, you want to use Feedback Studio to give feedback to students that submit image files, for example in a graphic arts class, you can choose the file types you will accept. If you want to use the Originality report and grammar and spelling suggestions as formative feedback, you will need to allow resubmissions. Choose to make this a group assignment or not, and if you want to be notified about submissions. Click on Turnitin Plagiarism Plugin Settings. Choose to enable Turnitin, and if you want to display the reports to students. Choose if you want to allow submissions of any type which may have been dictated earlier under acceptable file types. Next, choose to store the papers in the standard paper repository or not. Please note that at least one of the Check Against boxes needs to be checked in order to generate an Originality report. The options are Check Against Student Papers, Check Against Current and Archived Internet Sources, and Check Against Journals, Periodicals, and Publications. Choose when to generate the Originality report. There are three choices. Generate the report immediately with no resubmissions allowed, generate reports immediately with resubmissions allowed until the due date, or allow resubmissions until the due date, but wait to generate the reports until that due date. If you are using Turnitin as a teaching tool, you might want to choose to generate the reports immediately and allow resubmissions until the due date. Please note that for the initial submission and the next 3 resubmissions, the report will generate immediately. For the 4th resubmission, there is a 24-hour delay in generating the report. You can choose to exclude the bibliography from the Originality report and exclude quoted material from the Originality report. You can also choose to exclude a match that is less than a certain number of words. For example, perhaps you want to exclude matches that are less than 10 words. How this might affect an Originality report is discussed in more detail in the How to Read the Originality Report video. If you already have a Turnitin rubric created, you can choose it from the drop-down menu. If not, click on Launch Rubric Manager. Students will be able to see the rubric prior to submitting. This is the Rubric Manager. From the drop-down, you can choose to create a new rubric, or you can choose to import one. Turnitin can import rubrics in the form of Excel spreadsheets and RBC files. For this video, let's create a new rubric. Name the rubric, then enter in each criterion and scale. If you need to add a criterion, click the plus sign icon. If you need to add a scale, click the plus sign icon here. You can choose to weigh the criterion equally or not. Don't forget to set your scale. For example, I have decided that this column will be full credit and ranked as 3, and this column will be considered incomplete and ranked as 1. You can also choose to create a points-based rubric, or a rubric that has no point value and is used for feedback only. When you are done, click Save. Once created, you can choose the rubric from the drop-down menu. You can enable grammar and spelling suggestions using the ETS eRater technology. Choose the handbook level from the drop-down menu. Advanced, high school, middle school, elementary school, and English learners are your choices. Next, choose the dictionary source. the U.S. English Dictionary, the UK English Dictionary, or both. Then choose the grammar and spelling categories you want checked. Click on the arrow next to Grades to access those fields. Under the Grade menu, choose None, Point, or Scale under Type. Then enter in the point value of the assignment. If you have categories in your gradebook, choose which category this assignment goes in. You can also enter a grade to pass. Outcomes, Common Module Settings, Restrict Access, and Activity Completion are Moodle settings that are not covered in this video. When you are done, click Save and return to course. On the home page, it indicates that a Moodle assignment was created.